Hello YouTubers, this is EMDST14R with a cool video today. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my Amtrak locomotives that I have. This is my Bachmann Spectrum F40PH in the Phase 5 scheme, number 398. You've seen this one in previous videos. It hasn't been on YouTube in a pretty good while. It's the only F40PH that I know of that Spectrum made with blue LED lights, all blue, front and rear. And as you can see, I got the train stopped and the lights are still on. And this one has never been seen on YouTube before. This is my F59 PHI number 450. I had this locomotive for a pretty good while. I got this for Christmas along with a Lionel version with the same number. It's a great runner. It's the only F59 PHI I have. I got this when I was 13 years old, and I liked it ever since. I liked the color schemes, Phase 5 and Cascade Blue scheme. Then I had my Superliner car out, my Walther Superliner. Had this for a couple of years, actually more than a couple. And then I have my cafe car running. Had this for a while. Was finally able to get the problem fixed with the wheels, so now I'm able to run it without any problems. I have my Viewliner up and running. Well, there wasn't anything wrong with it. Let me pull this train around so you guys can get a view of the other cars. And I'll do a description on them so you guys will be able to see them. The next car I have is my Amtrak commuter coach, also from Walthers. I have 3 of these cars. One is actually junked right now, and the other 2, which this one is the cab car, and the other one is a coach. I still am running. Let me just uncouple these 2 cars here, and let me show you what it looks like in the front. I heavily modified it. It has a plow here, not a plow, but I think it's called a plow. Some other details. Added a 3-chime air horn on it. Has all the good details. These are my Athearn Genesis Bombardier double-deck coaches, commuter cars for the West Coast Express. I've had these. I actually got the Walthers commuter car here at the same time I got these cars here. This is a coach number 212, and then the cab car 102. The cab car has super detail on it. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, this thing's got metal horns, metal bells, metal grab irons. It's got a plow. The Athearn Genesis, when they made this car, they really did it up great. They have the disc brakes on the sides there. They have the head and power cables and everything. Full interior. And these cars are very good. I love these cars. They're awesome. And then bringing up the rear, let me pull it around, is my cab car. My Amtrak cab car. I got a lot more stuff on it. Well, not really, but I removed the old pantograph housings. I put a coupler on the rear here. As you guys can see, it's coupled to this car. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what the rear looks like. That's what the rear looks like, but the coupler is the perfect height. And this car runs great. Getting the side frames for it. I'm going to wait for my putty to fill in these other details and all that. What else? I bought out my other Amtrak diesels. This is my P40 number 32. It's full detail, plow and everything. This is my P42 or P40, I think it's one of the two. I think it's a P42. It's in the Phase 5 scheme, or it could be a P40. And it's number 107. Then this is my Metro North P40 or P42 DM DM's meaning dual mode. It's number 202. This is the only Metro-North locomotive in my collection, and these are the only Genesis locomotives in my collection. I bought these two when I was 12 or 13, and I got this one when I was 15 or 16, and they're all good runners. They need some fine-tuning, but nothing major. And then my Southern Pacific units, the ones you haven't seen, my tunnel motors. This is my powered tunnel motor, number 8326. It's got detail on it, 3-chime air horn, rotary beacon. It's got weathering done to the unit. I custom painted the frame and the trucks myself. Did have a plow originally, but that didn't work out. And this is the first tunnel motor I ever got. This one has always been in my collection, but it's always been a dummy. It's in the speed lettering. It's 8322, which is a sister to the 8326. Also custom painted the frame. I put metal wheels on her so she wouldn't derail. She has a 3-chime air horn. And then my other unit here is my Jeep 9, which is heavily weathered. Did it all myself. I did this a few years ago. It's got all the weathering for the unit, the fuel spill on the sides and everything. It's a great looking model. I also painted the fuel cap. It's number 3702. I did have a Black Widow version, but I don't have that anymore. But this is the first Southern Pacific Jeep 9 I got, and it still runs good. This is my Conrail, or ex-Conrail, it's now EMD Leasing, number 765, based off of the real 765. It's been patched, as you can see. Got the railings on it and everything. Air horns. It's not weathered or anything, but it's a cool model. And there's my Southern Pacific U25B, number 7026. Got that out. So yeah, I got some good stuff out. Got my double-decker commuter cars out too. So yeah, this stuff y'all haven't seen yet. The only other Amtrak diesel I have is an older Bachmann in the Phase 3. Let me see if I can find that. It should be easy to find. There it is. There we go. Whew. This was the first Amtrak diesel I ever got, number 227. I've had it ever since, and this is by far the heaviest Amtrak unit I have in my collection. So I got most of my Amtrak diesels out. The only other Amtrak diesel besides besides the 5 I have on the table here is my FP45 or SDP40F. Sorry, SDP40F. I'm sorry. That's painted in I forget which. I think it's the Phase 1 scheme, but it's not the stripes. So that's the only other unit. That's the only 6-axle Amtrak I have, and that's about it. All my other Amtrak units are... Oh, no, wait. My Jeep 7, the orange one, that's an Amtrak unit, so that's 7 Amtrak diesels I have. Yep, 7 out of the entire... I got 7 Amtrak diesels in my collection. And then I got 3 Amtrak E60s. So I got 3 Amtrak E6, and then I got an Amtrak GD1, so that's 4 Amtrak electrics I have in my collection. 7 diesels, 4 electrics. That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. These aren't all my Southern Pacific locomotives. This is not all of my own. I own the 2 tunnel motors, the Jeep 9, the U25B. I got 2 Jeep 40s. Actually 3 Jeep 40s, a Jeep 60, RSD5, 2 RSD5s I should say, So those would be the majority of my Southern Pacific collection. And then my BN collection, I got two SD24s, I got an SD40-2, a B23-7, an FP45, an SD75i for BNSF, and a Jeep 7 or Jeep 9U for BNSF. And then Pennsylvania, I got tons of Pennsylvanians. I don't know what I'm doing, just naming all my engines for some reason. But I've been busy working. I did build a custom locomotive that I will not be showing on YouTube for now. I want to keep it a secret. And the reason being because it's so unique, nothing has ever been seen like it. And let me tell you something, it's even cooler than the SD46-3. I will tell you this, it is an electric. It is an electric. That's all I can say. It's the first electric locomotive that I ever designed and ever built, and it came out better than I thought. I was a little bit concerned since I never tackled that kind of project before, but it came out better than I even hoped. It actually came out almost 100% perfect. It took me like what, 40 minutes to cut the shell carefully and then glue it all back together with the new pieces and all that other stuff. So it's when you guys see it, you'll want your own copy, because the way it looks, it's going to probably be one of the projects, one of the locomotives I'll be making to sell, more likely. Reason being, it's not really that hard to make. It's not really that hard to make. I know a lot of shortcuts now that will save me a lot of time. Instead of 3 hours, it'll probably take me like what, maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to do. So that's not bad. What else? I dug out another car. This is my Atlas 85-foot flat car from Jason Threadway. Getting ready to run that, custom weathered by him. This is custom weathered by him. And then there's a car that you guys have to see. It's a center beam flat. I actually have four center beam flat cars in my collection, but this one is by far the coolest in my collection. This one right here. I mean, look at this thing. Jason Threadway has great ideas and great design for trains, in my opinion. What he did is he took copper wiring and he made the tie-down cables just like on the real center beam flat cars. I mean, isn't that cool? I mean, you guys, I don't think you guys saw this car before, but if you did, you probably didn't see it in good light. You didn't actually see the tie-down cables on the car. But now you can see them because I got the proper lighting, and it's got the safety strips there, the reflective strips there. There's an unmodified car. There's one of them, and there's the other two. These two are problems for me because they don't like to run with the other cars. I don't know why. This one, however, actually this is a 3-pack set. All three of these cars came together. This one doesn't give me any problems and runs perfectly. The other two, I don't know what's wrong with them. I put new wheels on them, I put new couplers on them. I just don't know what's wrong with them. The next step I might do is I'm probably going to put Katy trucks on them to add more weight to them. That will probably solve that problem. Just so that I can actually run all four of them together. Because if I can run all four of them together, that would be really, really cool. So I got my... This is heavily weathered too. You guys can see the copper right there, but he painted it and everything and weathered it. I mean, Jason Threadway is awesome. And this car here, that wasn't weathered by me, but I bought it like that. It's a Balboa Pacific car. I don't even know if that railroad exists. I think it's a freelance railroad, but if you guys know what it is, that's cool. It's got rust on the roof. And there's my cotton belt caboose. St. Louis and Southwestern. Guys, never seen that before. But I just wanted to show you guys these cars. There's my custom caboose. Everyone gains for courtesy reigns. UP. I wanted to show you guys this so you guys be cool. Peace.